Alright, more symbolism to be found. Um, in that show Children's Hospital, they always have that guy who dresses up as a clown. Okay, on to the next one. That's Illuminati too, that song. On to the next one. The Grok showed me that one. In Prometheus, okay. Prometheus, you all know the story. I'm not going to go into the obvious stuff. I'll go into the real Illuminati stuff. Like, the very first door in the second scene is shaped in a V for the Fifth Age. The android who goes through the door has a visor for the Mark of the Beast. Where they find the aliens is in a big dome. It looks like the breasts of the San Onofre power plant. The first thing they see when they go in it is two pillars and then a spiral door. I mean, people who follow the Groks know exactly what I'm talking about. And then their history, shown in hologram, is it shows one of them being decapitated. It's for the beheadings, okay? And one of them even said, "I like rocks," which is just kind of weird because the rock is what comes in Daniel 2. Even the android's fingerprints had a V in it, okay? The weirdest part, I think, is that main actress, her name is Lisbeth in that, and the only other film she's known for is Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and her name is Lisbeth in that. So, is that symbolic of her being Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth? I even watched High Noon the other day, and this one's just kind of weird and personal. There's a guy named Will, there's a guy named Ben Miller. So there's William Miller right there, and me. And a guy named Fred is the director, Frederick Nietzsche. And some other guy named Ben is the art director. And then finally, the assistant director's name was Emerson. So, holy shit, Emerson, two Bens, a William, and a Miller. High Noon, perhaps they're saying that's, when judgment comes. I mean, that movie might be Illuminati. It goes back that far, people. Dread 3D, it had a poster. It said Judgment is coming, and then it had like a V shape. In Fight Club, Tyler Durden is the guy in Edward Norton's head, just like the clown, and Edward Norton's probably the false prophet. Or and Marla is the bride who holds Edward's hand at the end when shit goes down. The Voice, that show starts with a V. The View starts with a V. The new True Blood, it's about True Blood and then V, vampire blood. They get high off it. Even the poster with Eric on it for the new season, I mean, I love the show, is Upside Down V. In the 90s, there was a mini-series called V. That bitch who pled the fucking fifth, the IRS bitch, said, "I plead the fifth." That's for the Fifth Age, people. Even in 1984, the guy talking to them in their little rooms or whatever in the movie, there's a V right under it. Okay? I like how I'm the class of '05, the Fifth Age. And even Hell's Kitchen, that damn show that I was obsessed with, not as much anymore. It had a robot intros, like a robot World War III. My voice is coffee. Why would you have a robot intro to some cooking show? All this stuff confirms shit. And the fact that the main psychic of all time who had 40,000 accurate predictions, Edgar Cayce, was a deep Christian. Okay, Philip K. Dick found Christianity. Swedenborg found Christianity. The Groks even found it. He wasn't born into it. Okay. Even William Miller, he was born unto it, kind of was a rebel at first, like an Aquarius would be, and then later got converted because of logic. And this stuff is everywhere. V for Vendetta, same directors as The Matrix and Cloud Atlas. Kanye West has an album called Yeezus. It's an upside down cross on it. He's wearing a crown of thorns. There's a lady with a reptile tongue on the right. Jay-Z's new album is called Magna Carta Holy Grail. My God. If you take the symbology of the power plant, which is a B sideways, and then V for the Fifth Age coming, it's not only my initials, but if you put the V under the B, it looks like a heart. Okay? Maybe that's something too. And I always used to say the heart always looks like the three private parts. Butt, balls, and vagina. It looks like all three. It's because it's the birth. It's the power plant plus the V. That's what a heart is, y'all. What's going on? All of our days have been paganized. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Saturn Day, Sunday. It's all pagan. The day of rest is Saturday, the Seventh-day Adventists. They're right about that too. Okay? I mean, the months are completely off. December, DEC, that's decimal, that's 10. Why is it 12? Because all of them are 2 months back. September is 9 instead of Sept, which is 10. October, Octagon, 8, is the 10th month, but it's supposed to be 8. The pagans and the Illuminati and the idol worshippers have moved it back to discredit Christ and make us be idol worshippers and shit. Crazy, huh? Victoria's Secret's a V, you know? And perhaps the Christian cross itself symbolizes 2 V's on an angle. Okay, it's 2 right angles. But if you look at it sideways, it's a V on top and a V on bottom. And Christ's hands aren't completely sideways on the cross. They're up in a V for judgment coming during the 5th age. This is crazy shit. Even the Pisces fish symbol has the V in it. Judgment is coming in the 5th age. I mean, what else? I mean, those commercials are like Hail to the V for those vagina girl needs commercials. And even Terence McKenna said the Mayans feared the number 5. I was like, I've never heard of that. Where did you read that? Now we know why. Despite where he read it, we know why. The 5th fucking age. The cast of The Walking Dead, I love that show. The cast is named Lincoln and McBride and all these things. And then the guy Lincoln, he's Australian. That's not his real name. It's some other name. The Illuminati gave him that name because that's the law coming and the dead rising during that time. And McBride, and what the fuck, man? Jesus said in Matthew 24, the babies, will probably, it'll be a hard time for babies. That's because Maurice Cotterell's right, and sun affects fertility during great cycles. Damn, what a mindfuck.